Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with Bernardo Silva, as Barca have made move for the Man City mainstay, and Barca are also in contact with La Liga to see how they can adjust their finances, and of course, bring in Silva this summer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, bringing out this report concerning Nico Gonzalez, as Fabrizio Romano have reported that FC Porto are currently in advanced talks to sign the 10 million euro rated Barcelona young star. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Over the past week, the chatter surrounding Barcelona's interest in Manchester City superstar Bernardo Silva has picked up pace once again, having failed to sign the Portuguese international in the last couple of years. Barca are set to make another attempt of him this summer and hope they at third time lucky. However, the move is not easy at all to pull off, given Barca's current financial situation and Silva's 80 million euro price tag. Despite that, the La Liga champions have not given up on the hope to land the top midfield target, with Xavi keen on incorporating the 28-year-old. It has previously been reported that Silva is also keen on a transfer to Barca, and his agent George Mendes is trying so hard to facilitate the move. Now, Gerard Romero has doubled down on the same, stating that Bernardo Silva and George Mendes are indeed very keen for the former to make the switch from Manchester City to Barcelona this summer. It is claimed that George Mendes is very eager to help the player realize his childhood dream of playing for Barcelona and has been in regular contact with the La Liga champions. At the same time, FC Barcelona are making Silva or are making moves to try and land the signing of Silva. Club president Joan Laporta is very keen on that deal as well. And with the player seemingly on board with the idea, the Catalans have been in contact with La Liga about the transfer. After all, given the club's financial fair play situation, it must be assessed whether the signing of the Portuguese would fit into their viability plan. So talks have been ongoing with the league to try and facilitate that transfer. Furthermore, Romero adds that Silva would be more than happy to join Barca on a reasonable salary for now, with increments for the future. But everything comes back to the financial situation of Barcelona, and for the club to sign Bernardo, they must make important sales, and Romero specifies that Frank Kessié, who is on the transfer list, would not be considered an important sale. So despite the willingness of Bernardo Silva and the efforts of George Mendes, Barca's attempts to sign him from Man City might end up proving futile if they are unable to sanction any major sales. Of course, Bernardo Silva's name continues to be making headlines. We have been linked with him. This is the third season in a row that Barca have been showing interest in Bernardo Silva, but money issues cannot let Barcelona sign him. Barca now have gone to La Liga, to try to see if there is any possibility that things should come to an understanding where the club can find some space to bring in Bernardo Silva, because Barca see this now as a very big opportunity, because they are saying that the player is pushing for a move. The player is really pushing for a move, and he's very ready to sacrifice his salary, what he currently receives at City. He knows very well that Barca are going through a lot and they will not be able to afford that kind of huge salary. He's ready to cut his salary to join the club, and Barca don't want to miss this opportunity. That is why Barca are in a state of panic, where they really want to see how things can go, how possible they can go to sign the player, to the extent where they are in contact with La Liga. Do you think Javier Tebas will ever accept such a deal? He will never. He will never. Of course, we know how Tebas has some kind of bad blood with Barcelona. So let's see how possible it can be. Josh Mendes, who is close to Laporta, is also the agent of Bernardo Silva, has been in talks with his client to also push him to join the club of his dreams, FC Barcelona. There have been links to some top clubs as well, but the player does not care as he wants only Barca. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Barca will be flying to the United States of America today, Wednesday, for their preseason camp, and it appears that the Catalans are keen to resolve the future of Nico Gonzalez before the trade. The 21-year-old midfielder is back at the club after his loan spell at Valencia and has been told by Xavi that he will not have a prominent role in the team next season. As such, the La Masia ace has been advised to leave the club, with offers on loan or for sale with repurchase option being considered. Now, Fabrizio Romano has come up with an update on Nico's future, stating that FC Porto appear to be the most concrete option for the player. Reports of the Portuguese being frontrunners to sign the 21-year-old have been doing the rounds for some time now, and now Fabrizio has confirmed that Porto indeed are the best placed team to secure his signature. As per the Italian transfer expert, talks are already at an advanced stage between the clubs as well as on the player's side to finalize the move. The update from Romano, however, does not clarify whether Porto wish to sign Nico on a loan or permanently, although previous reports have suggested that it would likely be a temporary arrangement. Nico, whose market value stands at 10 million, held with high regard within the Barcelona squad. But Xavi is of opinion that the youngster still needs more maturity and experience. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.